Hello everybody, welcome to Clat. In today's video, we'll be discussing the current affairs for Clat for the date 22nd January 2023. So the content of today's video, it consists of 8 key topics and finally the quick news where we'll be discussing some important news with some details but in one line. Let's start off with the first news, the Charaideo Maidams. This has been nominated for the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's considered to be an Assam equivalent to the Egyptian pyramids. What is the Charaideo Maidams? It is a mound burial tradition, and it had adopted the Hindu cremating method after the 18th century. This has been followed from the Ahom dynasty, which ruled India, or some part of India to be precise, for 600 years until 1826, and that's when the Britishers annexed it. The first capital of the Ahom dynasty is Charaideo, and this dynasty was founded by Chao Lung Sukhapa in 1253. Moving on to the next news is something related to the first one, which is the birth or the anniversary celebrations, which is the 400th anniversary celebration of an Ahom general, Lachit Burphu Khan, who fought the Mughals in 1671. Moving forward, we have some information related to the China Dam construction. So there are two different dams being constructed by China. One is on the Mabcha Zangbo River, and the other was in the Yalung Zangbo River. Let's talk about the Majba Zangbo River in Tibet. It is 16 kilometers north from the Strai Junction, which is the junction between India, China, and Nepal. This dam has been constructed opposite to the Kalapani area in Uttarakhand. Next, we have the dam on Yurlung Zungpa River, which is nothing but the Brahmaputra River as we call it. So this is near the Arunachal Pradesh and it is a 70 GW dam. And through all of this, China is trying to become carbon neutral by 2060. Also, let's talk about the flow of Magba Zangbo. It originates in the Nagari County in Nepal. It flows through Nepal and into the Gagra River and finally enters India through Ganga. Next, about the Yurlung Zangbo River or the Brahmaputra River, it originates in the Himalayas, Tibet. It enters India in Arunachal Pradesh. It passes through Assam and it empties into the Bay of Bengal. Moving to our next news, that is K. Chandrashekar Rao. He is the Chief Minister of Telangana. He founded the TRS or the Telangana Rashtra Samiti in 2001. And now in 2022, he renamed TRS to BRS, which is, he just changed Telangana to Bharat and made it Bharat Rashtra Samiti. Let's talk about PIB. PIB means Press Information Bureau. So the Press Information Bureau proposed to have that the content declared fake or false, which is relating to the union ministries and the government organizations by the fact check unit of PIB should be banned. Content should be banned and shouldn't be available to the public. And this is a proposal and hasn't yet become a law. So if at all this becomes a law, then it would be an amendment to the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code, Rules 2021. Now, what is PIB? Let's understand in 2 lines. It disseminates news from the GOI to the media. So what does disseminate means? We have a vocabulary word here. Disseminate means to spread something, especially information, widely. So the news that the government of India passes to the PIB spreads this news widely to the media. Next, the PIB was set up in 1919. So this is all about PIB. Next, let's talk about the Meghalaya rat hole mining, which has been said to be very dangerous. So this was banned by the NGT, which is the National Green Tribunal, in the year 2014, and the Court of Meghalaya set up a committee to inquire about the same. And the committee's head is BP Kataki, who is a retired judge. Let's talk about the Wagner Group. US declared the Wagner Group as a transnational criminal organization. But why and what is Wagner Group? It is also, let's understand one more thing. The Russia in the Russia-Ukraine war had used the Wagner Group. The Wagner Group was like a private Russian army which fought in Ukraine or against Ukraine. And the reason why it's said to be a transnational criminal organization are many, but there's one fact, that's the 80% of fighters in the Wagner Group are from the prison. And the owner of the Wagner Group is Yevgeny Prigozhin. Moving on, we have already heard about how Jacinda Ardern has been planning to step down from her post, that is the New Zealand PM post. And now let's talk a little bit about her and also about the New Zealand Prime Minister post and how the election happens. So the most important thing, the New Zealand has a 3-year election cycle. That is, the Prime Minister has a tenure of 3 years, and after that, he or she will be re-elected. Now let's talk about Jacinda Ardern. Jacinda Ardern became the youngest sitting PM in the New Zealand Parliament in the year 2008. She became the leader of the Labour Party in the year 2017. And at the young age of 37, she became one of the youngest presidents across the world. Let's talk about the book on hockey, which has been buzzing recently. The book is called Hockey and India, A Golden Legacy. It's by the Sports Star. What is Sports Star? Sports Star is a monthly sports magazine published by The Hindu. And this book has been released by the Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik. Let's talk about the Indian National Car Racing Championships. So we'll be discussing about the winners, but in 2 different categories. Firstly, MRF Formula 2000. The winner is Sohail Shah. Second category, Indian Touring Cars. The winner is Arjun Narendran. Finally, let's conclude with the quick news. So we have 3 quick news. First of all, School Health and Wellness Program. It's a program under the Ayushman Bharat scheme, which suggests to have a 40-minute session in schools per week, wherein the HWA promote health and the well-being in a very joyful manner, wherein the children enjoy themselves. So what is HWA? It is Health and Wellness Ambassadors. Next, twin blasts. So there were 2 blasts in the Narwal region in Jammu. 6 people were injured, and this happened on the 21st of January. Finally, the land sinking. Yes, land is sinking in Joshimat, which is located in Uttarakhand. People are being rehabilitated by the government. One thing that you should know is that Joshimat is also called as the gateway to Badrinath. That's all about the news today. Let us conclude today's session with a message. The mind is restless and difficult to restrain, but it is subdued by practice. This is a message from the Bhagavad Gita 6.37. Thank you. I hope this helps you all.